Long live the Empire! Ladies and gentlemen, Gungans and droids across the galaxy, we got some exciting news for all of our beloved Imperials out there in the galaxy. We know Conquest is coming right around the corner on Monday, but we got some really exciting news that's going to make a lot more sense out of Moff Gideon. In case you missed it the other day, there was an accidental leak which revealed a new tag for the Empire, the Imperial Remnant. Let me show you what we're talking about today. We've been kind of saying for a while that Moff Gideon, although a fantastic plug and play character that works with a lot of different labs, I plug him in with bounty hunters, I plug him in with resistance, I plug him with Sith Eternal. You can plug him in a variety of different situations because of his demoralized capabilities, as well as, more importantly, control the situation. He's kind of the counter to really fast teams out there, to try to keep up with fast mods on a lot of teams out there, to bring them down to your level. Then you get the head start. Really like him, especially up against Jedi Training Rate, the preloaded BB-8 R2D2 droid combo. Really fun. And of course, we can use him to counter General Anakin Skywalker with the Aura Sing lead if he can outrun Captain Rex. And with him being the fastest non-legendary, or the fastest non-galactic legend in Galaxy of Heroes, really a lot of fun to plug and play him in a lot of places. But tactical deployment has felt a little bit out of place. No one, to my knowledge, is using this lead because it just hasn't made any sense. But I think today we're finally going to start making sense out of it. The other day, the developers had an exclusive gameplay interview, and the funny part is this exclusive early look gameplay for Conquest. No one's talking about the gameplay of Conquest. All the posts in regards to that video is talking about the Imperial Remnant tag that was leaked. There was a couple select YouTubers and other content creators, podcasters that have early access and have communication of Cap games. They played Conquest early, and it looks like it accidentally came out of the bag that the Imperial Remnant tag was found in there. This is beta gameplay you are seeing from this video right here. I'll leave a link down below if you want to see the screenshot yourself. It is legit. It's from a dev account out there, and we've kind of had accidental leaks in the past when content creators get early access. It happens out there, but I think people are extremely excited because the other day, during our Whale or Fail episode, we speculated that there's probably a new Imperial unit coming to Galaxy because the Galactic Challenges in March all have Imperial Trooper feats, as well as you needing to use Imperial Troopers almost every other week. And what is this reminiscent of? It's very reminiscent of the Mandalorian feat or the Beskar Armor Mandalorian feat. And they've been doing this recently in Galactic Challenges that kind of incentivize you to grasp, gear up, farm, pay for the new characters that are coming to Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. But I think really between this that we speculated about the other day with the Galactic Challenges, and now officially the Imperial Remnant tag, which is in the beta build for the new Conquest game mode coming on Monday, I think we can really expect a new Imperial Remnant tag to come to Galaxy Heroes, and furthermore, new units to start making sense out of Moff Gideon. We have a couple of possible ideas that could float around out there, and then I want to talk about why would they add an Imperial Remnant tag? So a lot of comments I'm seeing is, why would they add an Imperial Remnant tag? It makes no sense. It kind of does make sense from a gameplay perspective, as we'll talk about. But the couple of examples that I think we can possibly expect, as you see if Moff Gideon inside of the Mandalorian TV show, we saw that iconic scene where he's kind of surrounded by the finest Death Troopers and Stormtroopers of the Empire. And of course, we had Scout Troopers we saw in the Mandalorian, as well as these Remnant Stormtroopers. And fun fact, when we started getting Mandalorian Season 1 characters, we fought up against Remnant Stormtroopers. So no idea if this Remnant tag will be added to the current Death Trooper or the current Stormtrooper that we have in Galaxy. They could very well add a Stormtrooper that looks a little bit more worn out around the edges that we saw inside of Season 1. And the biggest thing I think that we can expect is a Dark Trooper to come the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Of course, these characters I'm bringing up are all speculation. The fact that we have right now is that there is an Imperial Remnant tag coming. Galactic Challenges will be having Imperial Trooper feats. So I think we can definitely expect something around this ballpark of new stuff coming to Galaxy Heroes. And we even have that Galaxy Heroes artwork that also shows the Stormtrooper and Death Trooper back there. But let's go ahead and play some random Imperial Trooper gameplay while we celebrate the might of the Empire and kind of talk a little bit more. Why would they add an Imperial Remnant tag? Well, there are a couple of examples that kind of make plenty of sense. For example, the Galactic Republic has a lot of nesting doll tags. Of course, you have the Galactic Republic, then you got Clone Trooper, then you fine line it to the 501st, and they, of course, could add the 212th Attack Battalion down the road. But the reason why I bring this up is because they often will create these sub tags to make sure specific synergies only work with a select few characters. And honestly, one of the biggest examples out there is going to be Fives. Fives' tactical awareness unique ability is such a powerful unique ability out there. But the thing is, it only works with other 501st Clone Trooper allies. They didn't make it for any Clone Trooper allies. And this is kind of the biggest example I want to set on the table for you guys, because the Imperial Troopers, they're actually a pretty darn good faction. I argue they're probably the best non-legendary faction out there. Shakti and Clones is another great example of a great non-legendary team out there. But Imperial Troopers kick some serious butt. They can beat Darth Revan teams in select situations. General Anakin Skywalker, they beat a Galactic Legend fairly easily. The Sith Eternal, and they are an amazing PvE team for a variety of missions and Geonosis territory battles out there. And I think they're going to play a very important role for the upcoming Conquest that we're going to be seeing this next week here. But Imperial Troopers, there is a possibility when you add a new character, it could break some things. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would love Imperial Troopers to break some stuff, but this could be the part where when they add new Imperials down the road, they can kind of create specific synergies solely for Imperial Remnants. For example, who knows? The Dark Trooper could be coming very shortly. Capital Games knows the Dark Trooper is a character a lot of people want, but it could be so broken if we're able to have all of its synergies work with General Veer. So they could very well add this Imperial Remnant to Moff Gideon and make the tactical deployment leader give a ton of crazy bonuses solely for Imperial Remnant units out there. And kind of like the 5 situation, they don't want these specific synergies to be working with all Imperial Troopers, so they'll create a sub tag for the Imperial Remnant faction. Now, there's a very good chance we still could be using these new upcoming Imperial Remnant characters with other Imperial Troopers, of course, like 5s. You can use 5s with Commander Cody, but you're not going to be really getting the most benefit out of 5s and the team because a lot of his power is tied to the 501st. I think we can expect something like that for the Imperial Remnant faction out there. I don't know how I feel because I love Moff Gideon as a plug-and-play character. I use him in so many different teams, but this leader ability sounds like so much fun. But throughout all my testing, even when you do meet all these specific requirements of the 1 dark side tank, 2 dark side attackers, and the 1 dark side support, and they all have to be Imperial Troopers, it really isn't a good team there. And of course, we see in the artwork, we got the Death Trooper, we got 2 Scout Troopers, and Stormtrooper. Very good chance these guys are going to get these tags, Death Trooper and Stormtrooper, and we could get at the minimum a Scout Trooper. But I think we can really expect, if they're really going into the Imperial Remnant faction, if they don't add the Dark Troopers, what a huge missed opportunity. Let me know what your thoughts are down below, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you, I'm getting giddy. Conquest, I'm extremely excited for it. Like, comment down below on all your thoughts, and be sure to subscribe so you're not missing a thing. And most importantly, always remember, it's great to be in the Empire today.